the real Hannibal Lecter, sex on fire, and we can forgive, but we can never forget. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jokes!
Welcome, everybody, to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And joining us today as our guest judge,
Judge Jenny.
Hi, Judge Jenny.
Judge Jenny.
Now, Jenny, we have known you for a very long time, more Ricardo, but how long have you guys known each other?
Like 15 years?
At least.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No, it's great. It's great. So Jenny, you used to live here in Arizona, but now you live
In Portland, Oregon, where mushrooms and meth and heroin are legal.
Yeah, and you guys just passed a proposition to keep Portland weird, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that
I'm
old,
glad
that old
passed.
campaign slogan, make Portland weird still.
Yeah. It's wild here. It's the riots every night are really weird.
That's weird.
You have those nightly riots.
Yeah.
Set your watch to them.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a trial attorney.
Whoa. Are you a defense or prosecutor?
I started out as a prosecutor. I actually worked for the federal government, and I quit when Trump was elected and became a defense attorney and represented
Fuck that shit.
minorities.
Wow. So
Sweet.
I feel like we should let our listeners in on what's going on because so many callbacks occurred and there's no way we can replicate it. Listeners, we are recording today without Bob Timmons because we want, first of all, let's congratulate Bob Timmons. He is a new baby daddy today.
New daddy.
New daddy. Woo!
It's not today, but yeah.
It didn't happen today, but Bob left us temporarily, and we had so many fun bantering jokes about Reuben Gonzalez, who is our amazing guest on this show, potentially taking over Bob's and whatever. And we realized we forgot to record the first 20 minutes of our show. So to summarize, here's what happened.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and introduce our new Bob Timmons, Reuben Gonzalez. Hi, Reuben.
What's up, guys? Bob, have all the kids you want, buddy. But guess what? Your podcast seat won't always be available.
Yeah, the longer Bob leaves, the more I forget his name and what he looks like. And Reuben's just so, he's got that presence
right now.
Yeah, what? I mean, did Bob have Ruben's beautiful aura?
No,
not at all.
Not even close.
I don't see why there are tears being shed.
Bob's aura is basically Eeyore. He just constantly has a cloud over him that just rains just on him.
I mean, if you think of the aura of a dead fish.
Or the band Fish. So we got to kind of give it away that we are re-recording this intro because we're a bunch of dummies.
The reason I said that is because there's so many callbacks. So I feel like we should just quickly go through what was in the original intro, which is very good. You're all really missing out.
So Jenny, why don't you tell us a crazy story? Which happened in a previously non-recorded show.
A different story than before?
It has to be the same story because
I
it
think a
calls
different
back.
story.
Then no. I gotta
count the vote.
We already referenced Jenny's story so many times throughout the episode.
Agreed.
So either retell the story or let's recap it.
I'll tell you the fucking story. So,
what's the story,
Jenny? 21. She's feeling real fancy. Her and her gals, Francis and Amber, let's go out and be really grown-up adults and go and do what adults do, which must be going to Gila River Casino.
And originally,
go to the river, Gila River Casino,
where the winners go.
So yeah, we were like, what's classier than that? So we go there, and I grew up playing cards. I have a serious card playing family, like euchre, canasta, rummy, poker, all of it. Like
All your favorite casino games, euchre,
I,
canasta.
thought she was
I
saying
just I can
pro
kill
card
it
player
in
names.
cards. Like I'll kill you and I'll annihilate anyone at a poker table and a blackjack table. It's just the way my brain works. So I was like, I'm gonna go there, make a shit ton of money, and burn some old white dudes, and it'll be fucking dope. And I'll like have a blast with my gals. And then my girlfriends were like, well, I'm going to go play the slots because we don't play cards. And I was like, cool. Well, I'm going to just annihilate these old rich dudes and it will be really fucking fun. So I sit at the blackjack table and I order a glass of wine, as I do. And I'm there and I'm like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll BRB. And I went to the restroom, and when I came back, my wine glass was there, and I was like, fabulous. Let's start killing these old guys at the table. And then I took a sip of my wine. Like, I didn't even take 3 sips. Like, it was just barely touched. And then I started nodding off, and then I started sliding out of my chair. And then my friends came to check on me to see how I was doing because they were expecting me to make a bunch of money. And I fell out of my chair completely. And before I did it,
I know.
the dealer and the man sitting next to me winked at each other, which is one of the last things that I remember. And then I ended up vomiting all over myself because it was very evident that I had been roofied.
Wow.
And then my girlfriends dragged me out by my arms and legs, and I was like groaning sexually, and I started puking all over myself. And then I hugged like one of the pillars at the entrance of the Gila River Casino. And I started telling people, well, screaming at them that I was Jesus, projectile vomiting.
Oh
my God.
I cannot even believe that happened to you.
I know.
It was
so
I think you're lying.
No, I wouldn't lie about that. It was actually not something I could even make up.
Wow. Like a weekend at Bernie's at the casino, your friends like carrying you out. Like, here, put these sunglasses on.
Yeah, nothing really happened other than like I learned what it's like to be roofied, and that my body, like, it just doesn't, for me, I just don't think it's in anyone's interest to roofie me. Like, a guy's not going to like that. I'm not going to like it. So
I was going to say, I never heard a story where like someone like starts like projectile vomiting, so that sounds like crazy.
Yeah, man, my body just doesn't like to be roofied, but it works out, you know?
I'm strange like that.
Yeah, I'm really weird.
So random.
Genetic defense mechanism. But I didn't get raped that night, and
yeah,
blast.
It was better the first time, Jenny.
I'm
just kidding.
I have a crazy story.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One time.
This is new, everybody. This is our first time hearing this, too.
So one time I was in court, and this fellow attorney of mine shit his pants. Just totally just started.
No way.
I'm telling you.
You want to see pictures?
It's so unbelievable, that story, that if someone else were to tell it, I wouldn't believe that it was true. Because only that could happen once. So thank you for sharing, Reuben.
Jenny tells that story at the end of the episode.
Everything's becoming a mess. But
this is like that movie Memento. Memento? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
No, Mentos.
Mementos, the confusing movie.
Let me see if I can share with Ricky via Instagram, and he can share with you guys.
All right, we'll have to put that in
sharing
at the
links,
end of the episode.
Sharing links isn't the best podcasting, but we can stop our recording and take a peek at your shitty lawyer, pun intended.
Literally.
Are you guys ready to get into round number 1?
Let's do it.
No, not ready yet.
Okay.
No, round 1. All right, so we'll see, Jenny, if you think this is more fucked up than your story. Bobby Lee Allen.
Story to her.
My story wasn't fucked up. You guys, it was a good night.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby Lee Allen, the most serial killer of names, who allegedly operated an underground sex change clinic out of an Oklahoma cabin, told one victim he ate the extracted reproductive organs. Two alleged cannibals are accused of running a makeshift clinic in Oklahoma where they performed illicit sex change procedures. Bobby Lee Allen, 53, and Thomas Evan Gates, 42. God, these guys have the most serial killery names. These two were arrested last week after a botched surgery on an unidentified man who allegedly commissioned the pair to carry out his own castration. The man, who traveled from Virginia to the pair's cabin in Oklahoma, wound up hospitalized following the amateur procedure on October 12th. He later told detectives he found Allen online after searching the web for castrations. Allen, the victim, alleged, said he had 15 years of surgical experience and promised to perform the operation for free. But there was one catch. Allen was willing to perform the operation because he videos the procedures for personal use, the victim told investigators. Following the operation, Allen allegedly told the man he intended to eat the man's reproductive organs and showed him pictures on his phone of body parts belonging to former clients in his freezer. The following day, Allen allegedly told the man, who suffered heavy bleeding in the procedure's aftermath, that if he died or passed out, they'd dump his body in the woods. Bah! No morgue. No ER, Allen allegedly said. Allen eventually took the man to the hospital, although he warned him to tell hospital staff he done it himself, according to the affidavit. The maimed victim, meanwhile, quickly told medical workers the two men tried to get him to participate in cannibalism. Allen and Gates were booked on October 15th after trying to visit the victim in the hospital. And county authorities said they later discovered what appeared to be frozen testicles in the freezer of the cabin where the procedure had occurred.
Wow.
Can you?
So he ate the dicks and the testicles.
Yeah, he ate the whole
Yeah.
kit and caboodle.
Well, I think that the testicles are more of a garnish.
The whole kit and caboodles.
Kit and canoodles.
Carly, I don't know if you have this on your copy, but do you have what they charged him with?
Was it manslaughter?
No, you don't have it. It's
Just say it.
They charged him with medical battery maiming, discretion of a human member, aggravated assault, battery with a dangerous weapon resulting in bodily injury, conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance, and outraging public decency with gross injury.
Was it meth? What was the PCS?
Probably drugs, like painkillers and stuff.
Oh.
Oh, for the surgery.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, new Robin. Jeez Louise. All right, new
Robin
Robert
Simmons.
Gonzalez. You want to start us off?
New Bob?
I'll start it off. All right, so all I'll say is it took real balls to pull off a scheme like that.
I got tons of real balls. All right, I'll go. These guys are worthless pieces of garbage. Why give them this attention? Fuck them. They can go eat a dick.
The surgeons regret what they did, but also they regret mostly not offering doggy bags instead.
Oh. Like actual dog meat?
No, you just bring your junk with you home rather than than eating it with you there. That's
You
probably
eat
what
it
it was. They didn't want to
tomorrow.
eat dinner with them.
Carry
like
out.
like a kidney stone. You can just show it off.
And you know how sometimes, when you have leftover pizza, you just eat it cold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
eat it cold.
Do you think they cook up the meat? Do you think they cook it up?
Yeah, it'd probably be too chewy otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think they'd eat it raw. They're not animals.
What
It's like
about
an otter pop. You just slide it out slowly.
Like a push pop. Flintstones
Yeah.
push pop.
Little by little, you just lick it away.
Ew.
What were you saying, Jenny?
like Rocky Mountain oysters? How do they serve those?
Those
Fry
are
'em.
deep fried.
They're deep fried?
Mhm.
And served on top of raw human testicles.
New Bob.
I thought Carly's not doing it around.
No.
Yeah.
She's just
No, she's reading.
No, I don't
All right.
tell jokes.
All right. I'll learn
That's
these
for you.
things.
That's for you peasants.
Mhm.
All right. I'm most shocked that this patient looked at the photo of this man, heard his name, talked with him, went to his house, and never once thought, you know what? I don't think this guy is really a surgeon.
What, you want him to use logic and common sense?
Man, they really threw the book at these guys. Unfortunately, that book was Rachel Ray's 5-Minute Castrations and Casseroles cookbook.
Don't take this setback too harshly. You got to break a few huevos to make a woman.
What?
You got to break some eggs to make an omelet.
Oh, because they
Yeah.
were cutting off penises to make them women.
to make them
Yeah,
to make them womans.
I
to
mean,
make
do
them
you
women.
become a woman just because you cut your dick off?
Yeah.
Only if you Google
guess.
castration first.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
start somewhere.
Yeah.
Last
That's
one for me.
honestly though, Ricky, that seems like the final step. The final step, not
We
the
gotta-
first step.
We got to end somewhere.
Yeah, that might be the final step.
All right, wrapping it up, I'll just say it's not gay if they're frozen balls.
Okay. Hey, how do these guys like their eggs? Over easy.
Hey.
Stupid.
Oh, okay. Took me a second.
Shameful. You totally disregarded the Hippocratic oath that you took when you became an illegal backwoods sex change surgeon.
Ethics.
All right, that'll do it for the jokes in round one. Judge Jenny, how do the points shake out?
So am I awarding 3 points total?
This
Whatever
is
you want.
however you want to do it, judge's discretion.
100 points, negative points, no points.
First round, Jeremy gets it for go eat a dick.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Oh, sweet.
that's what we needed. Someone.
That's what we need.
Second round,
oh, I see. She's doing it by
Mhm, by
within
leg.
round one.
yeah.
No, within round one, she's saying the first go about. Jeremy nailed it.
point to Jeremy.
Okay.
And
Interesting
then
process.
1 point to Reuben for noting the logic of saying, "Oh, this is backwoods. Motherfuckers aren't surgeons."
Mhm.
So kudos to you.
Yes.
And then the third one, crack some eggs to make a woman. Wait, no, it was not gay if frozen balls.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy says over easy, and Ricky is Hippocratic oath.
No, over easy.
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry.
Hard to blow an attorney's mind. You just did it, Jeremy.
I did it.
I think, yeah, I really appreciate that because I think I got to go to Jeremy. So 2 Jeremy, 1 Reuben
All right.
for the first Galley Ho. Is
Yay.
that how people normally do it?
Yeah,
whatever
they-
way you. Yeah, well, that I think actually that's the first time someone did it like each little section. That was
That's
great. No, it's great.
Now, people don't normally award me more points than other people, but I'll take it.
Except for Aaron Kraft, who was our resident judge and always awards you more points than other people.
I love him.
Well, now you love Jenny.
I love Jenny.
Okay.
All right, time for round 2. New Jersey woman burns down house of man who called her for sex at 4 a.m., then fell asleep. Honestly, though, I don't even think that's over dramatic. That makes sense.
Okay.
A failed booty call turned into a red alert when a New Jersey woman showed up at the home of a man who allegedly texted her for sex at 4 a.m. on August 4th, then fell asleep before she arrived. Intent on having a hot date anyway, Tasia? She spells her
Tasia.
name interestingly. Tasia Russell, 29, went to a Woodbury, New Jersey gas station, bought lighter fluid and a lighter, and started the unidentified caller's home afire with him inside. Oh, my God. Upon arriving at the victim's house, Russell called the man 8 times, but he didn't pick up, according to police. She allegedly texted the man, "I see you want to die," and "You wasted my money to come out here," before the blaze was extinguished. The victim escaped through a window, but suffered from burns and smoke inhalation. Wearing only a t-shirt and covered in soot, He ran to a nearby police station around 4:30 a.m. to get help. Police said the home and its contents were completely destroyed. Oh, firefighters saved the man's dog. Oh my God! Oh wow! Oh, this woman is a nightmare. Russell was reportedly arrested on Tuesday on charges including arson and attempted murder.
All right, I'll start this one off. Remember, fellas, if you ever have sex with a woman who might one day try to set you on fire, you should practice stop, drop, and roll the hell out of that relationship.
Nice. Okay.
You up in flames?
All right.
Oh, that's why they call it Tinder.
Hey. All right, I got you guys. The amount of energy it took to get up at 4, see the text, go to the gas station, go burn down his house, could have been applied to putting her phone on silent.
Very rational.
Yeah. Reuben is the logical comedian of the group.
That's a great way to be brought up on stage. The logical comedian.
Authorities quickly identified her as the culprit, as she was the only one watching the fire while singing Adele's Rolling in the Deep. There's a fire burning in my heart.
Why'd you stop?
Maybe just wanted to show off how beautiful of a singer he is.
He could have had it all, but then he fell asleep.
Rolling in the sleep. That's great.
There's also the and I set fire.
Oh, she does. She's an arsonist.
No, it's I set fire to his house. Watch it burn.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Does she sing The Roof is on Fire?
She can. She can sing anything.
So she could do a cover of that, I'm sure.
She should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's coming out with Burning Down the House remake.
Roof is on fire.
911, what's your emergency? Peach emoji, eggplant emoji, shocked emoji, emoji of a flame, and a house, and a sad face, siren, squirt emoji, poop emoji.
That's my favorite joke you've ever done, Ricky.
Ever.
It's very clever.
It inspired you.
Oh,
That was art.
that's good.
All right. She really put a whole new spin on the phrase "no means no."
I've heard of not responding to someone's text, but rarely you hear of her retaliating by literally trying to ghost him.
New home, who dis?
I just imagine she got a follow-up text at 7 a.m. that said, "So is that a no?"
How about bail? All right, that'll do it for the jokes in round 2. Let's head over to Judge Jenny. Dum dum.
Yeah. Ricky, I mean, you came in strong. You up in flames ruled, and all the emojis was inspired. And then
All the emojis.
I mean, rolling in the deep though was really fucking good, and so is no mean no. But literally ghosting him, I really like how we're just going with the contemporary slang. So I'm gonna award Ricky.
Yeah, we're modern, hip people.
Yeah, 2 to Ricky and 1 to Jeremy.
Oh,
Hey.
Reuben.
Whoa.
Anyone can take it in round 3. This is very exciting.
Sounds like a great group to host a podcast together.
Yeah, it sounds like the
Yeah.
perfect cast.
Yeah.
Like Reuben is the Rob you needed.
Oh, he's the Rob we always wanted. And I have to say, I'm really excited for the story in round 3. It just cracked me up so hard. I can't wait to tell it. Round 3. No, I gotta scroll. I didn't prep for this.
Guess you weren't so excited, were you?
I was loving your jokes in round 2 too much.
I'm too excited to scroll.
Woman spends thousands on vet for farting dog before discovering the real culprit. Dun, dun, dun. There's a lot of stories today that made me say dun, dun, dun. Okay. A concerned dog owner who spent thousands on vet bills for her gassy dog was stunned when she discovered where the foul stench was really coming from. She explained that she was eating dinner with her husband when she suddenly smelled something disgusting. My husband instantly made a face, so I knew it wasn't just me, she said. I'm pregnant, and my sense of smell has been a little sensitive at this time. I couldn't stand the smell, and I left the room. It honestly smelled like rotten eggs. I thought it was a one-off because the dog does fart, as do we, but a fart this stinky, that's not normal. Over the next week or so, the smell would come and go at random times and was impossible to get rid of, even with the help of candles and incense. Eventually, believing that her adorable pooch, Jerry, was the source of the foul stench, she changed his diet, but when that didn't fix the stench, she decided to take him to the vet. So the vet ordered several very expensive tests to figure out what was wrong with her precious pooch. But when the results came back, she was baffled. All the tests showed that the dog was fine. I'm losing my freaking mind here. My anxiety started kicking in. And what if there's something wrong with my dog? What if we lose him? I'm stressed.
I'm like, what am I, crazy or something?
I'm so stressed out. It all came to a breaking point, and I just burst into tears.
Wait, this is the same woman from before?
Yeah.
Why does she have an accent now?
She did before.
It's very fitting of this
But she's
lady.
like more upset now.
I'm feeling it.
Comes out more when she's upset.
Okay.
I had a full-on meltdown about losing Jerry, and then, so you can understand this nonsense has been going on for 5 weeks. My husband confesses that the farts weren't the dog, but they were him. She was furious with her husband when he revealed the truth. I kicked him out of the house. And to be clear, I didn't mind he lied in the moment, but he knew we were going to the vet. The vet was confused. I was confused. He even went to the appointments with me. It takes him a full-on panic attack and a mental breakdown to say the truth. After she cooled off a bit and her accent slightly came down, she led her husband back home and made an appointment for him as well. I told him in no uncertain terms that he has to pay me back for my half of the vet bills of his savings fund money, and the household budget was not going to accommodate his bitch ass. He's agreed, but isn't really happy about it. I don't particularly care about his happiness right now, to be honest. I'm not talking to him at all, but I want to know if I'm being fair by asking him to pay me back or if I'm taking it too far. This was her admission on Reddit, and users thought her account was both funny and disturbing.
Yeah, who's going to pay for the couples therapy after this?
The dog.
Let me just tell you something is not going to be taken out of the house bills.
I like how
Where's she from?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like Michigan or something.
I like how the husband is like, Mom, can I come stay with you for a few nights? Yeah, her accent is really high right now.
Due to the dishonesty and the fact that the fart smelled like the chicken wings at the local strip club, the husband was sent to a farm where he could romp around with other farting husbands.
Other farting husbands.
The FHC, the Farting Husbands Club.
It's actually FHS, the Farting Husband Society.
Oh.
They're a little more highbrow than that.
They drink wine and fart.
Yeah.
All right. Husband was betting with friends he could go 6 months before she noticed, so he's a little short on money. He asked his wife to borrow some.
What?
What?
You guys catch that?
No.
One more time.
Husband was betting with his friends he could go 6 months before she noticed the farts, so he's a little short on money, and he asked her to borrow some. Just to further piss her off, because she's pissed off, so it's like, he's asking her for money. Now he's asking her for money. They lost a bet.
Oh.
Gotcha.
That was a little too logical. I don't know.
It's the pressure of hosting. It's like, it's so cool.
Starting to miss Bob Timmons a little bit.
Oh, no. I still got your back, Reuben.
Thanks, Ricardo.
The thing is, the husband won't really learn his lesson unless you take the vet bill and rub his nose in it.
Or his own farts.
Oh.
The jury finds the defendant such a good boy.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
All right, yeah. To be fair, he did keep telling his wife to pull his finger every night. Not sure what he thought that was for.
Sounds like somebody needs some training to go out to the backyard when he needs to be a piece of shit.
This event has put doubts on the case of who's been dragging their asshole all over the carpet.
Yeah. I was dragging my ass all over the carpet. You can stay with you for a few nights.
Absolutely not.
Hey, at least they know their dog is in tip-top shape. New diet, new blood work. This husband may have extended the dog's life by years.
Yeah.
So
She's
she
not looking
kinda
at it
has
that
it.
way.
And he's got 6 months to live.
Yeah.
She decided that even though he caused her so much heartache, she will still name the baby after him. Asshole Junior is expected to arrive in 3 weeks.
Yeah, because she's pregnant.
Mhm.
And like pregnant women are supposed to smell better.
They're supposed to.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like, how did you not know it was your husband?
Yeah.
Silent but deadly.
Like my dog farts, and it is distinctly a dog fart.
My dog had been farting all day yesterday, and it was so stinky. And then I was in bed with my boyfriend last night, and all of a sudden I smelled it, and I said, "Oh my God, whoa!" And I said, "Honey, are you smelling this? Like Fitz has been farting all day uncontrollably, and it's just like getting worse and worse." And Robert starts. My boyfriend's name is also Robert. My boyfriend starts laughing hysterically, and I said, "What's so funny?" And he goes, "That was me."
Oh, wow.
That's what that's my biggest takeaway is I'm like, this guy is a good actor because like how do you not laugh this whole time? You're going to the vet, you're doing all these things, and he's just like, I don't know.
Here's what I think actually happened. I think she knew from the start that he farted, and he kept blaming it on the dog. And she's like, "Oh well, maybe that we should take the dog to the vet to make sure he's okay because that's really stinky." And he's like, "Yeah, we probably should do that."
So
So do that then.
So you think
it was like a game of like chicken.
Yeah,
and they
how
just
far
kept
you
like,
can take it.
yeah, they kept bluffing the whole time until they spent $1,000.
She was calling him on his butt. I mean, bluff.
His butt, yeah.
His accent started going up. He's like, let's take it to the vet then. Let's go.
Hey, I'm okay. Hey.
Oh, you want to go to the vet? Let's go to the
Let's go to
fucking
the
vet.
Yeah, his Yogi Bear accent goes up when he's challenged.
Hey, boo boo.
I think it's a dead giveaway. I think because my dog, whenever he would fart, he would like know it's coming, and he'd curl around and like look at his butt, and then he'd fart, and then he'd like sniff his butthole.
The husband did that too.
Oh, I guess that's true. You can't tell one way or the other. Anyways, the jokes are done for round 3.
Woo!
Let's head over to Judge Jenny. See
Yeah.
what she's got to say.
All right. So, Jeremy, I really like the rub the vet bill in his face because a lot of people advise their animals to do that, and it just really rings true for me. So you get a point for that one.
Yeah.
+1 for Jeremy. And then Ricky, the such a good boy. Such a good boy. I say that a lot to my dog. And I laughed out loud on that. So you win that. 1 point for the Rick Star. And then I feel like, gosh, I think I might have a 3-way tie. Do you guys like go and do a blitz?
There's a number of things that we could do.
Okay.
Everyone farts, and you pick the stinkiest one, as per the
Yep.
story.
Yeah. I think Reuben extending like the dog's life by years is not only an optimistic but a funny silver lining, and I really appreciated it. So I'm sorry, dudes, but you're all kind of nailing it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is a good problem to have, right?
I feel like it.
I think so.
I don't think you guys should be mad.
She is
Yeah,
a judge.
Jenny.
Are you mad?
No.
I just kind of wish I had someone to like advocate for me to the judge for, more points, but
Like a lawyer?
yeah, but I guess we can't all be rich.
So anyways,
Oh.
Jenny, we so you have a few options, and you can leave this up to your imagination. You can like do like a tiebreaker. You can just like pick overall who was the best, like who had the best joke at some point.
I really want to hear some jokes about the Four Seasons landscaping fiasco.
Yes.
Okay, but I don't know anything about this.
Know.
Yeah, explain what you're saying.
Okay, these motherfuckers. Sorry, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
I've said like fuck 20 times already.
bleep.
This episode.
We bleep when Carly does it, but you can do it.
Okay, so Trump doesn't want to concede
Mm-hmm.
to Biden whooping his ass, and Giuliani was like, Trump was like, we're gonna hold a press conference to talk about the miscarriage of justice that happened in this election and how everything is illegal and how it's not a valid election. And he's like, we're going to have a big press conference. It's going to be the biggest you've ever seen. And it's going to be at the Four Seasons. It turns out when you say Four Seasons, you typically think it's going to be a bougie hotel considering how much of a douchebag Trump is. And it ended up being a parking lot of a landscaping company called Four Seasons.
Oh, no shit.
You didn't hear this?
No.
There's a lot of theories as to how this developed, but Trump ended up not even showing up, and Giuliani was there, and he was just maniacal and idiotic, and he just started belittling the news and journalists that have been documenting it. And then the first person that he had to speak at the press conference where he's attacking the election was a sex offender.
What?
Yeah, it was just total.
Wait, was it Jeffrey Epstein?
Okay, so that's another thing I'd love to talk about. But I'm obsessed with Jeffrey Epstein. But yeah, it was just, as Biden would say, complete malarkey. And it was hilarious.
So a landscape company, huh? I think that he was looking to the Mexicans to save him this time.
Okay. They did save him.
Go ahead, Reuben.
So what I think about, this Four Seasons was between a dildo factory and a creamery. And so, Trump lost. He didn't necessarily get a bag of dicks. He got a building of dicks. And he talks right in front of it.
Yes.
Our next event will be held at the Ritz-Carlton, which will be the parking lot of Nabisco, and Alfonso Ribeiro will be speaking.
Jeremy, you win.
I thought Reuben was gonna have it, but
Reuben
no.
was really good too because
was
he
good.
called out that those were truths.
I love how this is one thing that absolutely was not fake news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He arranged it.
There's no way to get yourself out of that one.
Dildo factories are also just hilarious.
I think it's like Twix, where there's like right dildo and left dildo, and they compete with each other.
If Trump was smart, he would have been like, if you guys vote for me, it's not too late. I'll give everyone a free dildo, endorse. Everyone gets sex toys.
I'm inclined to think that if you voted for Trump, you are a dildo. But I do want to change the subject for 1 second because earlier Judge Jenny mentioned about or someone mentioned about bleeping out my curse words or whatever, and it reminded me. I wanted to tell you guys the story. I was talking to my mom on the phone last night, and it's been a while. She's very she has some pre-existing conditions, so she really stayed away from the family during COVID, and she is also a boomer, so she's really bad on the phone, and she's constantly when people press buttons on accident, it goes beep 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 beep. So she's saying to me, I just miss my kids so much. I miss my kids, and all I want to do is my kids. And I was like dying laughing. And she goes, what's so funny? And I said it back to her and I pressed the button and yeah, it was just funny. She accidentally hit the button like a one of the numbers on her phone. Right when she was saying, I want to hug my kids.
Sure.
But it literally went beep, like, I want to beep my kids. I just want to beep my kids.
Okay, congratulations, Jeremy, for
thank episode.
You. Let's hand it over to Carly Kastner again for some reason for our burning question. Now, those of you who like Judge Jenny, who are not familiar, Carly will ask us a question based on something that happened in the show.
Show us how you do that, Carly.
Okay, so I do have a burning question, and the question is, have you ever been on the phone with someone and then accidentally beep out? No, actually, I want to take it up to the dog farts and ask you, where were you or what was going on when
on 9/11?
You smelt the stinkiest fart of your life? And it either could have been a fart that you made or a fart that someone else made.
I had been dating somebody, and I think it's hilarious to like fart like as a joke, like as a punchline to a joke. Like sometimes I'll be like, hey, I really want to tell you, and then I'll fart.
You're such a romantic.
Yeah, it's really sweet. So, you know, I did that and she hated it. She hated it. One time I did that and it smelled so bad.
How did it normally smell?
Great. No
smell. I usually have odorless farts. So I like threw the blanket on her real quick to like protect her from the smell. It was so embarrassing. And it's one of the reasons why I stopped doing it.
I thought you were going to say, and it's one of the reasons why I'm single today.
He's not single. She just has never emerged from the under the blanket.
She died under there. That's how Ricky became a widow.
It's like Pompeii. She's just like frozen.
Yeah. She died doing what she loved, not smelling Ricky's farts. I would say with me, I had a coworker, and I don't know what health condition he had. Poor guy. But it was something that it was the most rancid farts, like consistently the most putrid. Like you if you stuck around, you will get sick. You know, so on one hand, you kind of feel like, yeah, I mean, you have a health condition. We get it. Like, that's not your fault. But on the other hand, like, you know you're about to fart, dude. At least warn us, go somewhere else. Like, he thought it was funny, too. So, yeah, he got fired.
Aww.
For the farting?
No.
For clocking in 2 minutes late, funny enough. For me, I don't know. There's so many, and I can't like pinpoint one. There's been some rough ones that I've experienced and that I've dealt, and I think there's a good type of fart that constantly haunts me, where like when I'm wearing like jeans, right, and there's like that real like cloudy one, and you just like can't escape it. And you're just trying to like fan it out, and then like you think it's gone, and you sit down on the couch, and it kind of like blows up again, and it's just in there, and it's just like circulating inside of your pants.
You know, that common jeans cloudy fart.
Yeah. I think we need to bring on Dr. Will Komar again, our resident chemist, to like figure that out, the science of that.
Yeah, right. Why do jeans cloudify my farts?
That's my new favorite fart listening app, Cloudify.
All right. Hey, Jenny, how about you?
Well, you guys remind me of a couple of things. They're both work related, but there was actually an attorney in court, if not last week, the week before, who pooped himself on accident farting.
No!
And I took pictures of it and I sent it to everyone.
He sure did while he was like defending a client?
Mm-hmm, in the courtroom. And like, we were all just like, imagine if your attorney like had actual poop stains on his pants. Like,
that's a mistrial.
Whoa, wait a second, Jenny. earlier when Ricky said, "Has anything crazy happened at work?" and you told a story of when you were 21, you got roofied. How was this not the first thing that came?
A lot of my crazy stories are confidential. This is being recorded. So, I mean, if you guys want to go out for drinks, like off the
She's like,
record.
a lot of these stories are confidential, but John, the attorney, John Joseph, the attorney.
That was not confidential.
His pants.
He was not my client. But so there was, before the pandemic, we had something called jail court because it's so expensive to transport people in jail to court. So we would essentially go to a cell in the jail, and it would be the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendants, and then probation officers, and then actual deputies and cops, and then the judge. And then one of the judges, she always brought her French bulldog named Watson. And Watson had the gnarliest farts. We were in an enclosed area without oxygen or air.
You have been sentenced to the gas chamber.
It was every Wednesday, and Watson just would fart, and everyone's eyes would water. You would turn over at the POs, the probation officers.
PUs.
And the judge thought it was hilarious. She was like, so cute. He's so funny. We should charge him with felony farts. And I was like, this is absolutely awful. Like, my clients were like, I'll just enter a plea. Like, just please get me out of this.
That's like
I killed her. I did it.
Like fault.
They
Just
were
get
like,
me out of here.
this is horrible. And we would get these headaches. And I'm kind of glad that COVID happened because we don't have to do that anymore.
It's like how you get a false confession. They're like, let's bring in the closer. Let's bring in the farter.
Yeah, it's involuntary. It's
Good cop, fart cop.
Yeah.
The long fart of the law.
Yeah. It was bad.
You can't handle the poop.
Illegal.
Poof.
That's awesome.
So, all righty. Well, that'll do it for the show. Once again, we want to thank Reuben Gonzalez, a.k.a. New Bob.
Yeah.
Reuben, do you have anything to tell the listeners about?
Me
Find
and
you?
Ricardo just recorded an episode of my podcast, and I want to promote that.
All right.
Everyone go check out Playlists with People. I have guests on. We make a playlist together and talk about music, and it's a good time. Again, Ricardo was just on episode 26.
Right.
Go check that out.
Where's that at?
So you can just add Playlists with People on Instagram. That's where I want you to be. It's a central hub. And from there, you can there's links to go on the website to listen to the podcast, but you can listen to it wherever podcasts are available. And I'll help you, find the playlists that we make with the guests. And it's just a good time, and everyone should check it out.
Sweet. And we'll have a link to that in our description. And Judge Jenny, do you have anything coming up you'd like to tell the listeners about?
I just want to congratulate. Well, one, I want to say thank you to Sydney McCain for turning Arizona blue. Shout out. The Wrath of Sydney McCain is fucking amazing. And congratulations, you guys, for having recreational marijuana.
Yeah, that just passed.
That's what
And congratulations to you for having crack.
Yeah.
You guys have crack?
Your heroin, your meth,
All
all
right.
that jazz.
I do just
Yeah,
want to say,
Mazel
like, this is a very interesting time, and I feel very relieved, and I feel very happy. And on a serious note, just like that this is over, and that like I literally like feel like a weird weight was lifted off me the other day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's sad that you had to feel that way just because of the president. Like that, it's so sad.
Like Carly, earlier you were saying like Trump should just give everybody a dildo, and it's like, no thanks. We're finally happy to get you out of our ass. Like,
Yeah, we finally got that dildo out of our ass.
but we're not political.
That constant itch in our asshole is gone.
You should clean your dildo more often, Carly, if you're itching.
No, you supposed to clean those?
Yeah.
I think they're self-cleaning.
And
I
of
just keep telling
course,
people that like this is sorry. I keep telling people that like I just am happy to like not have to like I don't like politics. I don't like being involved in politics. And like I did with this presidency, it felt like we all were so like in the midst of this thing. We were all wrapped up in it, and now I can just like not think about it anymore. Just like sit back.
I have a feeling someone's still gonna be in our ears, screaming and shouting and yelling and ranting and twittering.
so let's not end the show on that note. Listeners, if this is your first time, thank you for listening. You can check out all of our episodes anywhere you get podcasts, Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, etc., etc. And longtime listeners, if you like what we're doing, please consider joining our Patreon, patreon.com/123jokes. Only $3 a month. It helps us out a lot to try to grow our show. And we're going to give you bonus content each and every month, bonus videos, extra stuff that we record, just to say thank you for donating. So please go on and check it out.
Our
Our
shouldn't have
resident
mentioned
judge,
money because Jenny told me before the podcast she charges $350 an hour.
so we need 1,000 donors to pay for Jenny's hour today. So please.
Pro
go
bono.
on.
I'm
Please.
doing
Oh, hey.
Money's all ours. Hey.
Wow. Thank you so much. You're so generous.
Thank you. Aaron Kraft, our resident judge, does all the music for this. Please check out his stuff on SoundCloud, Captain Lovecraft, CAPTKRAFT,
CAPT period.
LOVEKRAFT. I think that's
MOUSE.
LMNOP.
Yeah. So with that, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Reuben Gonzalez.
And
Judge Jenny.
Judge Jenny. Thank you. This has been another episode of 123 Jokes.
Jokes!
Woohoo!
Oh my god, I just had a panic attack because I forgot to record, but then I saw, Ricky, that you recorded it, right?
God.
No, I says recording.
Damn
It says
It says
recording.
record in the corner.
Carly, I forgot until like part way into it.
No way. Are you kidding? I didn't record. I forgot.
I could have told such better stories.
Well, that was just a rehearsal. We can do the exact
Yeah, okay, let's do it
episode
again. Let's do it
You know
again.
what? I gotta say, Reuben, this always happens when you're on the show.
Oh yeah, you're a
It
bad
does.
luck charm.
I'm a
How
bad
far?
omen.
How far into it did you start?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
I feel like I saw the record button pop up when Carly started reading the first story.
I think it was
okay.
pretty early on. It wasn't too bad. But
Do we want to record?
you want to just do the intro right now?
Well, let's at least go ahead and stop this recording and then let it convert. Let's see where.
No,
That's a waste of time.
no.
Let's just record it right now.
No,
But we don't know
absolutely
how
not.
far into it to go. We don't know if we need to
Just
reread the
do
first
the intro.
story.
If we lose something else, let's just do it real quick. Is that okay with you, Jenny? And Reuben?
I still
Yeah.
have some wine.
All right, then we got to hustle because I have
Yeah.
3 exams to take tonight before midnight.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we'll be fast because I gotta go too. All right, ready?